when a woman reaches the point where she truly feels she has no one left except the only one God, something powerful begins to form within her. This moment is not the end of her story. It is the beginning of her transformation. Today, we're talking about the sacred, hidden, and often painful journey a woman enters when life removes every support system, every familiar voice, every shoulder she believed would stay. When the friends fade, when the relationship collapses, when the noise dies down, and the only voice left is that quiet, divine whisper. What you're going through is not accidental, and it is not punishment. It is preparation. Stay with me, because this message isn't just encouragement, it's confirmation. Your isolation is not empty. Your silence is not wasted. Your loneliness is the soil where the eternal plants something lasting. Let's begin. 1. When people walk out, the divine steps in. There are moments in a woman's life when the Most High allows every distraction to fall away, not to harm her, but to make room for something deeper. When the phone stops ringing, when the nights grow quiet, when the ones she trusted suddenly disappear, she enters a sacred place because the absence of people is often the invitation of the divine. Throughout all sacred history, prophets and righteous women stood alone, yet they were never abandoned. Across the Torah, the Gospel, the Quran, we see the same truth. When people step out, the presence steps closer. The Eternal is not intimidated by her loneliness. He uses it. He lets the crowd walk out so she can finally see the one who never leaves. This is not abandonment, it is alignment. Every great calling began with private preparation before public purpose. And so it is with her. Her hidden season is not punishment, it is the divine workshop. 2. When the noise stops, she hears the whisper. A loud life makes it hard to hear, a gentle voice. So sometimes, in mercy, the Creator quiets the world around her. He lets the relationship end. He lets the messages stop. He allows friendships to shift, not to break her, but to break the noise. The voice of the divine is rarely loud. It speaks in stillness, and in that stillness, something sacred begins. She prays differently, not from obligation, but from necessity. She reads holy words, not from habit, but from hunger. She stops depending on the voices of people and begins depending on the voice of heaven. This is where transformation starts, where she recovers her identity, not as someone's partner, not as someone's afterthought, but as a woman known and valued by the one who created her. Like the woman in the wilderness who realized she was seen, she discovers the truth. The one above sees me. 3. The Eternal removes crutches to teach her to stand. Many women are conditioned to rely on others for affirmation, direction, comfort. But a woman who only leans on people never discovers the strength placed within her. So the Eternal removes the crutches, not to weaken her, but to train her. Sometimes the crutch is a person, sometimes it's a plan, an image, a routine, a sense of control. When those fall apart, it feels like loss, but it is actually liberation, because when she loses what she thought she needed, she finds the one she truly needs. The Eternal is not breaking her life down. He is breaking her out. 4. Pain becomes her teacher, not her enemy. Pain is one of the sharpest tools used to shape the soul. And when a woman feels she has no one but the divine, that pain becomes the classroom where purpose is formed. Pain is not always punishment. Often, pain is purification. The righteous women of sacred history, misunderstood, mistreated, overlooked, were never forgotten by the one above. Their tears didn't push the divine away. Their tears drew him near. Pain pushes her into deeper prayer. Her suffering becomes the altar where her breakthrough is conceived. Pain births purpose. Struggle builds strength. Brokenness refines calling. Some women never pray certain prayers until the heart breaks. Some never seek deeply until everything else is stripped away. Some never walk into destiny until pain pushes them there. Pain is not the enemy. Pain is the escort to heaven's door. 5. When she has no one but the divine, she rediscovers who she is. When the opinions stop, when expectations fade, when the voices that shaped her identity grow silent, the Creator begins to reveal her true reflection. Identity is often buried beneath noise, and in the quiet, she sees herself clearly, not rejected, but chosen, not broken, but becoming, not too much, but made for much. She blooms in silence. She discovers the warrior within, the courage, the loyalty, the faith, the grace, qualities carried by the great women of all sacred traditions. Her loneliness becomes her classroom. Her solitude becomes her sanctuary. Her silence becomes her soil. 6. Isolation strengthens her faith until it becomes unshakable. There's a kind of faith that only forms in solitude, not convenience faith, not borrowed faith, but wilderness-tested, storm-certified faith. Faith that says, even if things don't go my way, I will still trust. This is not the faith of a woman who has everything. It is the faith of a woman who has lost much, yet refuses to lose her connection to the divine. A woman like this becomes dangerous to her doubts, because nothing moves her anymore. People leaving? She's seen it. Storms rising? She's survived worse. Heaven silent? She knows silence means trust. Her faith no longer depends on outcomes. It rests in the one who holds them. 7. Her loneliness is not a delay. It is a delivery room. Purpose grows in quiet places. Callings are conceived in secret. Many women in Scripture were hidden before they were revealed, not because they were forgotten, but because they were being prepared. Your loneliness is not a shelf. It is a womb. You are not ignored. You are incubated. You are not overlooked. You are overshadowed with purpose. The silence around you is not rejection. It is protection. The Eternal hides what He intends to elevate. He separates what He plans to strengthen. He isolates what He plans to anoint. You are not being set aside. You are being set apart. You are not empty. You are becoming. If you've felt alone, cried in secret, wondered if the divine still sees you, this message is your answer. You are not behind. You are being built. You are not breaking. You are becoming. When a woman feels she has no one but the one above, she does not shrink. She strengthens. She does not lose herself. She aligns with her purpose. She does not fall apart. She falls into destiny. And when she emerges from this hidden season, she will not be the woman who entered it. She will rise, transformed, elevated, aligned, unstoppable. If this message reached your spirit, type boldly, I'm hidden, but I'm being prepared. And if this blessed you, remember to like, subscribe, and share so others can be strengthened. Peace and blessings to you.